Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Let's talk with India and Igor.
Hi everybody, welcome back.
So we have another special video for you today. In this series number 2, we're talking about newborn life and early parenthood.
So if you didn't know, after this video, you will know.
Yes. And this video specifically is going to focus on formula. I don't want to say versus because it makes it sound like one is better than another, or it's, what's the word?
They work together.
Yeah, they work together. It's not a fight, right? So I'll say formula and breastfeeding.
The powerful combo.
Yes. This is a judgment-free zone. Not to sound cheesy, but like Planet Fitness, we're not here to spew.
Happy New Year!
We're not here to spew our opinions. We're not here to down talk anyone who has to use formula. And we're not here to say if you use breast milk, you're the best. You know, fed is best. We just want to give you some insights based off of my own journey.
Her journey.
Yes. But breastfeeding can be very powerful. It's a way to bond with your baby. It's a way to provide nutrition. It's a way for you to see how much your baby's eating and how you're doing also health-wise for yourself. But not everyone can breastfeed. So in this video, we're going to talk about the power of breastfeeding, but we're also going to talk about the power of formula.
Where to start?
If you're struggling to breastfeed, definitely speak to a lactation consultant. I would say my second time having a baby, I was able to speak to a lactation consultant that was on site in the hospital, and they were very knowledgeable, and they walked me through the process, and we spoke multiple times, and I think that's why I had more success with the second baby.
Yeah, I think it's very important that you have somebody that you feel a connection to. You know, we did have a good person the first time around, but
They seem pretty busy.
But they seemed so busy that they didn't really have time to really go through everything. And they kind of gave us like the basic stuff that you could find on YouTube, right? But the second person was more hands-on. They were taking their time. They were answering all of India's questions. They made her feel comfortable and relaxed. And that just made the whole process so much better.
So if you don't have time to really get into it with the lactation consultant that's assigned to you in the hospital, definitely reach out via your insurance, via the medical office to follow up after you leave the hospital.
What to eat?
If you choose to breastfeed, I would say some tips are to make sure you have a protein-rich diet. The more protein I noticed I ate, the more milk supply I had. So I know sometimes you'll hear people say, buy oatmeal cream cookies and stand on your head and do all these crazy things, but it's all about your protein intake. So try to double up your protein, and like Igor said in our previous videos, track everything. I know this may sound difficult, especially if you're not a water drinker, but try to drink a lot of water. And I would suggest, you know, regular water, coconut water, even some of these little body armor things, which I'm going to talk about in another video. Try to do that because you need to remember you're not just feeding yourself, but you're feeding another person as well.
There are some other things that you might want to try. There's certain fruits that you can eat that are very, very dense with water, for example. Something like watermelon. It has water in it. But the moment you eat watermelon, watch, you're going to be peeing like in a couple of minutes. Watermelon is a great thing to consider, especially if you're trying to increase your water intake without having to drink tons and tons of bottles of water.
I agree.
Biggest way to increase your supply.
Now the next point. It's going to be hard, but I'm not going to lie to you. The more sleep you can get, the more milk you will produce. I have noticed firsthand on days when he's on duty, and we're going to have a video on taking shifts, at night duty I mean, I've produced more milk versus when I'm on night duty. So try to take naps. I know they say sleep when the baby's sleeping. That's not always possible. You don't know if the baby's going to sleep for 20 minutes or 20 hours. But do your best to try to get in some sleep time, get in some naps, and we're going to talk about how to also pump possibly and sleep at the same time in a follow-up video. But do your best to try to get some sleep because your milk supply is also affected by the amount of rest you get.
Everybody's built differently. However, one thing that I recently tried adding into my nighttime routine is occasionally supplementing with magnesium or potentially eating a banana before bed. Bananas are packed with magnesium
And potassium.
and these things help relax your muscles, they help you go to bed, and they help you get into a deeper sleep. So if you're somebody who has very limited opportunity to sleep, you want to get the best quality while you have the opportunity. So maybe look into bananas or just magnesium rich foods or just a magnesium supplement. Maybe that can make all the difference for you.
Supplements.
Now, the next part of the breastfeeding journey will be the supplements. You're going to hear friends, you're going to see on IG, aka Instagram, Facebook, other social media sites such as TikTok saying, you must eat this. Or you're going to see videos of women saying, I ate this and I tripled my milk supply in 2 days. I'm not going to say they're liars, but I just think it's a money grab for the most part, to be honest. I would say that try to stick to a rich diet, like we said earlier in the video. Like I said, one of the things I felt that really worked for me was the
body armor.
The body armor, but if you really look at it, it's just a lot of vitamins in it. So keep taking your prenatals, try to get your vitamins in. And if you're not someone who wants to drink things like this, they also have it in the light format, which has less sugar, because obviously this has a lot of sugar. So just make sure you're mixing it up and journaling everything. And remember, what works for one person might not necessarily work for you, because we're all different. So track it. So you can take advice from our video, from friends, but always track your progress.
I would definitely say that try not to beat yourself down if you have a friend who's telling you, hey, look how much milk I made, and they are making like jugs of milk.
Yeah, oversuppliers are called.
Right, and then you're trying and you're having a really hard time. Try not to beat yourself down. Everybody's built differently. However, what India said is really, really important. Having a journal, trying to have a balanced diet, trying to mix it up, and trying to get as much sleep and water into your diet is going to make a difference for you.
And remember, even if you're not an oversupplier, even if you're an undersupplier, anytime you're giving your baby milk from your body, you're protecting them, you're building up their immunity, and you're helping them. So even if it's 1 ounce, a half an ounce, it all matters.
A little goes a long way.
Let's talk formula.
Okay, so remember how I said to you, you might want to leave some space in your bag so that you can pack some freebies. Or, I mean, they're not really freebies because the hospital, you're paying for it one way or the other. Depending on the hospital that you go to, they might provide you with formula bottles. They might even provide you with breast milk bottles that parents have donated to the hospital. So definitely take what you can get and utilize it there. Now, if we just talk about formula momentarily, formula is designed, of course, every company is different, but they are basically like baby protein shakes, right? As adults, we drink protein shakes.
Get those gains.
It helps us from the gym. It helps us recover. It helps us feel better, right? And we go to the gym, we work out, we feel great. And so formula is basically baby protein shakes. So we take our protein shakes, we're doing okay. So I hope that this video puts your mind a little bit more at ease, where if you're having a hard time breastfeeding, the baby formula, it's okay. Just try to take your time, find one that works for your baby. Not all formula will resonate well with them. Just it's going to be a trial and error process. But once you find the one that works for you, that's great. Nowadays, things have calmed down a little bit.
Oh my God, I know where you're going with this.
But there was a point in time where once we found the magic formula that works for our child, it was nowhere to be found. And the moment that it would appear in stores, it would disappear within minutes. So we suggest once you find one that works for you and your family, definitely maybe buy multiple before you leave the store. Try to buy like the value packs or the big ones. That way they last you a whole month or something like that. This way you're not pressed to run to the store immediately every week and things like that, because again, it might not be available. So definitely while it's there, grab as many as you can.
Or you can try to have a subscription if you're buying it digitally, right?
And then it will automatically ship it to your house every single month. And that way you know and you have the comfort that it will be arriving.
You want to take away the stress, because you're going to have so many things on your brain. And mommies, you're still going to have mommy brain after the baby comes. You're still going to have that fuzziness. You're going to forget things. And if dad is in the picture or another support person's in the picture, you're going to be busy. So you want to eliminate any stress. So you don't want to forget or wait till you see that one last drop. You say, oh my God, I'm about to run out of formula. How am I going to feed the baby? Always be prepared.
Pro tip, if it's possible for you, try to automate certain things for yourself. For example, shopping. You can go to the store and you'll spend an hour, 2 hours grocery shopping, traveling back home. However, if you make it where you order it through like Instacart or through a delivery service, you can save yourself lots of time. Just a little bonus tip.
So for final reminders, in summation, there is no gold star for suffering. A fed baby plus a supported parent equals success. So you have to do what's best for your family and for your baby. So if breastfeeding is not working, you've given it your all, or you're ready to stop and switch over to formula, don't feel any guilt. Because your baby will love you no matter what.
No matter what. And so with that said, if this video was interesting to you and helpful, definitely check out some of our other videos because they're geared towards newly parents. And of course, there's a lot of information online out there. However, on our channel, we have videos that are from our own personal experience. And so we're not trying to sell you anything, so definitely check out our other videos. We have videos on how to make your baby making process easier. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check it out. We have a video on the baby's here, now what? What are some things that you might want around the house to make your life a lot easier? And of course, we also have a video for, oh man, we're on our way to the hospital. What items should we bring with us? And so definitely check those out. They'll definitely be helpful for you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.